Thank you. So I want to talk to you about what life is like for women, for girls in Tanzania who come home at night and want to study. Like 3 out of 4 girls in Africa, they don't have electricity in their home. So what do? They switch on a kerosene lamp, open the book, and start to work. Now her eyes start watering, her throat gets scratchy. After an hour, she's got a headache, she can barely even concentrate. Because she's sitting 2 feet away from burning jet fuel. And she's doing that every night, all night long as she can manage. It's the physical equivalent of every man, woman, and child in that house smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And it predominantly and most affects girls. In total, 1.6 billion people live off the electric grid. Just to put that in context for you, that's actually more people off the grid than when Edison turned on his first light bulb. Now, these people typically use kerosene. And I want to talk to you for a sec because kerosene is a terrible solution to the problem of how do I light my home. But it's the runaway winner in the market. By our estimates, Tanzania, where we work, spends 10% of its exports, the money it earns exporting coffee and exporting flowers, buying kerosene to be burned for light in homes. Kerosene is the winner because you can buy it in any increment, there's no risk to it, everybody knows how it works, and you can buy it almost anywhere. So I moved to Africa 3 years ago to try to find a solution to this. I'd build a different kind of solar company that would make solar as low risk as kerosene. Our insight was that the poor are the world's most risk-averse people. If you or I make a bad decision, we buy an iPhone and we don't like it, it's really not that big of a deal. We can get on with our life. If she makes a bad decision, the kids don't go to school. Everybody goes hungry. And so it's huge risk to adopt a new technology. So we introduced a solution. Instead of solar as a product, what if we sold solar as a service? What if you could pay for solar energy in any increment, just like kerosene, a day at a time, a week at a time, a month at a time, and it came at absolutely no risk to you? If it didn't work, it was the company's problem, it wasn't your problem. And our goal is not just to light a room, but to light the whole home. To not just give people the equivalent of a kerosene lamp, but to give them the equivalent of modern energy. And what's critical here is to do this at an affordable price. We have an incredible engineering team, both on hardware and on software, that has worked to radically reduce the cost of lighting a home, to where today we're lighting a home for under $100, compared to thousands with the electric grid. What's really cool about this is we don't ask people to spend any more money than they're already spending. And many times we ask them to spend less. But we give them a lot more. This was something Steve Jobs once said, is that you can't just give somebody something 25% better, you have to give them something 10 times better. And we have seen this is truly the case in our market. People adopt our service not just because it's slightly better, but because it's radically better, and it typically costs them less. Now, when we started out, we had these good ideas. We started putting some technology in homes, but you never really know till you go out there and try to actually sell what you're doing. And so I want to share something incredibly cool with you. What you're looking at, that's Mount Kilimanjaro, the white mountain up there. This is one little corner of Tanzania, maybe 3% of the population of one of the many countries that has a large off-grid population. And we started introducing this service for sale, and it just started to spread. Everywhere you looked, people saw their neighbors have light in their home for the first time. They saw the porch lights go on. They saw the lights in the home. And without a dime spent on marketing, all of these customers began signing up. So here's the cool thing. If we can achieve these same adoption rates that we've already proven in Tanzania, throughout the rest of sub-Saharan Africa, and the other countries around the world with large populations off the grid, we can actually blow this goal away up here of lighting 10 million homes in 10 years. So I want to recruit all of you to help us in this. We do engineering, we do finance, we are trying to build an entire system to radically reduce the cost of solar and radically improve the performance and make it affordable for everyone. And we need amazing people to join the team and support us in any way you can. So thank you so much.